Hey everyone, it's Nihon Reboot. I actually am making this video. Um, I literally can't even think straight right now. Um, Basically, I'm a little bit frustrated about an event that just happened a couple of minutes ago at a train station. So I was just leaving. Um, I was just leaving from my uh, farewell party. I had a couple of friends. We were getting together because we're not going to see each other for a long time. We had fun, ate some food, and then I started to head home to catch the last train. And when I got to the station, the first thing I noticed was that there was about 6 foreigners, which late at night in that area, a little bit uncommon. They're a little bit older too, so they're not students. And they were all drunk. They all had beers, drinks in their hands. Now, I wasn't paying too much attention to them. I saw them and I'm like, oh, great, they're sitting there drunk, acting stupid, being loud on this late night train station platform. And of course, they were being disturbing to the people around them with their noise. So, I decided to go into the waiting room because it's air conditioned and I was sweating from the long walk. And there were 3 Japanese girls sitting inside there. Anyways, a couple of minutes into after I got into the room, the a blonde haired one of the drunk guys, he's a blonde haired guy. He had about maybe 6 inches in height on me. So around maybe like 6'4", somewhere around there. I don't know. I'm 6 foot, so he's a little bit taller than me, not by much though. Um, he comes in, and he immediately, like, he's holding his drink, he's wobbling, and he's just staring hardcore at these girls, and he's blocking the entrance. Um, the girls look at him, and then they start talking in Japanese, and they're like, "Oh my God, this guy, he's so gross, he's so disturbing," is what they were kind of saying. And he just kind of stood there staring at them. Then he gets in front of these 3 girls, and then he just sits there and stares at them awkwardly, not saying a single word. And it was just an awkward situation. I was staring directly at the guy too, because I'm like, okay, this isn't going. This is something's wrong here. Something needs to be done. Is what I was thinking. But yes, he hasn't done anything, so there's technically no true harm in just staring at them, other than just being awkward and a little bit creepy. So eventually, the 3 girls, they get up, they leave the area. He gets up and he follows them. So I get up and I follow him. I didn't know what he was thinking, but I'm not gonna let him do what he was gonna do. Anyways, so he goes up to the girls and he starts yelling at them. I don't know why. He just starts yelling, drunk, and he's speaking surprisingly decent Japanese. And then he switches to English. Then his friend comes, grabs him, and makes him walk away. So I walk up to these girls and I ask them in Japanese, "Do you know this guy?" And they said they'd never seen him before. And they were pretty scared. So, I thought the situation was over because he was taken away by one of his friends. But sure enough, he came back, and he starts yelling at them again. And I'm like 3 feet away, literally ready to bust him up the second he does something. And keep in mind that as a foreigner, any kind of violent assaults that happens, you're basically gonna get deported. Like, you can't win. You're a foreigner. You're always in the wrong in most situations. But yeah, if it's violence, you're usually gonna get sent back to your country. And I heard that a big penalty for that, I don't know how accurate this is if you get sent back, you can't come back to Japan. So I was thinking this, like, if I fight this guy, I'm never gonna be able to come back if I'm arrested. So I was really trying to hold back, not do anything. But then he grabs one of the girls. At this point, I start walking towards them. I'm like, no, I can't let this happen. So he pushes her, and she almost falls into the train tracks. And for those who don't know, like a platform is like 4 feet, 5 feet above the ground. Then there are the train tracks, so it's quite a bit of a fall. She almost falls in there. All right. And as soon as he pushes her, I get immediately in between the two of them. And I was this close, this freaking close to throwing a punch. I immediately told the girls to call the cops, which, of course, one of them pulled out their phone and they started going at it. The other one ran off, I don't know where, probably to grab security. And I was just staring this guy down. He was staring at me. And I knew that, alright, he's bigger than me, but he's drunk. I should probably have the advantage. I'm just gonna, if the second he moves, I'm gonna bust him up. That was what I was thinking, but it was happening really fast. Then his friend comes and grabs him again and pulls him away, this time for good. And, I asked her, I'm like, hey, are you okay? And then I had to apologize. I'm like, look, not all foreigners are like that. I don't know what's he thinking. I can't even think straight right now. Like, I'm literally, like, really pissed off right now with this situation. I'm trying my best not to swear on the camera. And I had to apologize and be like, look, please, don't judge this image. Don't judge foreigners by the way this guy is. We're not all like that. A lot of us are good people. We're just trying to live and be happy. But yeah. Eventually, things, they were pretty bad. So as soon as I see the police come, I hop on the train because I didn't want to be around that area. But as soon as I saw them coming, I got away. I got away. I didn't want to be involved, and I just got home. So, yeah. I don't know if they're somehow going to find me or what's going to happen, but I really hope that the situation just ends right there. But yeah, these kind of things, they really piss me off, because if you are a foreigner and you go into another person's country, you do not have the right to, one, act the way you do, get drunk, be violent towards the native citizens. You shouldn't even do that anywhere. Like, no, you don't do that. And two, the fact that he almost forced me into a position where I could have freaking gotten deported, and could never come back. That could have been a possibility. I also could have gotten damaged. She could have fell onto the tracks if it was just another foot or so. It was. You don't do that stuff. You just don't. It's, oh my God. Like, I'm freaking sweating in my own apartment. I got the AC on. But anyways, foreigners in Japan, as it is, they have a bad image for the most part. Like, literally the other day, I was walking home, minding my own business, and a woman, she sees me and she runs away full speed as fast as she can for about maybe 10-15 seconds until she gets into her house. She slams it closed and I can hear the door lock. I wasn't doing anything. I was just walking home, minding my own business. I had groceries in my hand. Couldn't be a threat, But the fact is, people like that. When they come to someone else's country, especially a country with very few foreigners, whenever they actually interact with a foreigner, that's their impression. And I said that in another video. So many people, whenever they interact with a foreigner, if it's their first time or if they're, they base the image of a foreigner off these guys. If not by that, they base it on social media, what they see on the internet. And when you act like that, when you do these things, it burns in their head. And it creates situations like that where someone like me, minding my own business, has a native person running away for their life when I wasn't even doing anything. Like, no. When you go to another person's country, you need to be on your best behavior. You have to represent you have to represent your country. You have to show that foreigners are good people. These kind of things. Like, I always just thought, like, maybe possibly Japanese people could be racist. Maybe. I thought that. But no, I can't blame them when things like that happen and a random 6.5-foot foreigner, drunk, goes in, shakes a girl, pushes her almost onto the train tracks. I can't blame them if they want to be scared, if they want to be afraid of foreigners. Like, oh my God. Sorry, had to. But yeah, like I try my hardest. I try my hardest to interact with as many foreigner or as many native citizens as I can, and merge myself with society. And actually, another situation that happened not too long ago. I was walking to school, minding my own business. An old woman stops. I'm walking towards an old lady. She's walking in my direction. She stops, doesn't say anything, just stares at me. I walk past her. As soon as I walk past her, you know what she says? She says "Bikuri," which is like, "Holy crap, I'm scared." Like this terrified me. This situation. A foreigner just walked past me. Oh my god! Like that's basically what it translated to. And she was scared of me. Like she didn't move. She just stared. And in a country, like I mentioned it earlier, in a country with little foreigners, I don't know, what is it, like less than 2% are foreigners? I don't know the statistics. I read that somewhere. You really have to represent, and you have to be a good person. If you are going to act like that, if you're going to be violent with this native citizens, if you're going to get drunk, if you're going to break the laws, abuse that gaijin card, you don't belong in this country. You don't. You really don't. And I'm pretty sure they weren't visiting, based off their level of Japanese that he was speaking. He was probably a teacher, I don't know. But he shouldn't be. He should have gotten deported. I don't know what's going to happen, but he needs to be gone. Those people, they don't need to be here. They don't need to be anywhere, to be honest. Anyways, that's it. Sorry for the rant. Like I just needed something to talk, something to say. It just it just really frustrates me when I'm trying to, merge with Japanese society, and then people are basically not only resetting the image of foreigners back to bad, but he also could have jeopardized my future as well. And the fact that I had to throw myself out there, because I mean, if she would have fell in the tracks, if she would have gotten hurt, and I would have sort of let it happen, I couldn't have forgiven myself. Like, that's just, no. And looking back on it, yeah, I could have risked so much by getting in that fight. Like, I'm glad things turned out the way they did, and I'm glad I got away. But yeah, I'm kind of out of words now. I feel like I've said everything. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to edit this video. I'm probably just going to upload it raw how it is. Yeah, just let me know what you think about this. Yeah. You can say whatever you want. Like I don't really care. Like I am gonna read your comments to the best of my ability. But yeah, what would you all have done in this situation? Would you have risked it? You know, who knows? Anyways, end of the day, the girls are safe. That's all that matters. I'm not arrested, and I'm pretty sure that guy got arrested. So it seems like a somewhat happy ending. Alright, that's the end of the video. Good night, guys.